What's up, my Auto Body Nation? Tony here from LearnAutoBodyAndPaint.com. Hope you're doing well. If you want to give me a quick feedback and shout out, let me know that the audio is working and the video is working, that you see me and you hear me. All that stuff is all good. Let me know quickly. I was just on the phone with Japan for a second. Type in the chat really quickly and let me know. And also, if you are a brand new VIP member and you made it on tonight, let me know that you're a new VIP by typing in the chat. Also, don't forget to give a quick like, and we're going to be doing some quick Q&A tonight. And also, I'm going to tell you what projects we're going to be doing this weekend. I will be painting this weekend, filming, and then uploading some new content for the VIP guys. And what is good? All right, so we got Glenn is saying all good. Sean is saying yes, sir. What's up, Sean? Good to go. Great. We got more people coming in right now. Loud and clear. VIP member, all good. Hear and see you. Excellent. Okay, so I also want to give a shout out and congratulations to the 2 spray gun winners of the X27 spray gun here. On 4th of July morning in that area, I actually announced 2 of the winners for the spray guns. So congratulations, Ray and Tom. You know who you are. Ray and Tom won. Like I said, guys, it was a fair and square. It was a fair and square raffle type of thing, right? I got all of your emails and I put them in a hat, and then I just picked out 2 people. So it wasn't like I was biased picking one person over the other. I want to make it as fair as possible. So I just want to say congratulations to you guys. As soon as we stock them at the end of the month, we will ship them out. It's probably going to be the first week of August before we start shipping these out. So just letting you know. And that's that. All right. They spray really, really well. And the versions that you guys are going to get actually has the air knob on the bottom here, the air pressure knob. So it's not going to be, they actually redesigned it from this model here. It's going to be a little bit different. This air valve is going to be down here for your pressure. Okay. So that's the only difference, but it's the same exact layout. Awesome gun. I'm going to be doing more videos this weekend on it, filming. We're going to be doing candy coats on this fender here. I don't know if you see it, but we have a couple of doors. Maybe I'll do 1 door and 2 fenders. We're going to be spraying different colors. We're going to be experimenting with candies and flakes on these fenders that I have here. Maybe we'll do some blending, but I want to start using these little car parts to show you some demonstrations on all kinds of stuff. So that's going to be going on this weekend. I'll be taking a lot of video footage over the next 2 weekends or so, because I'm heading out to Asia in about 2 weeks, and I'll have a lot of content to basically edit and upload to the VIP members area for you guys. So we got Eric, new VIP. Awesome. Congratulations. Welcome to the VIP club. You're going to find a lot of information. So again, any brand new VIP members on tonight, we're doing a special sale right now, and a bunch of new guys are coming in. Just wondering if any new guys are actually on the live stream tonight. If not, you guys will probably make it sometime. Anyway, let's do some quick Q&A, guys. If you guys want to get into some quick Q&A, we could do that. My stream is a little choppy over here. Is the stream coming okay? Birdman, first time VIP. Scott here, VIP. Awesome, Scott. What is your thoughts on DuPont 615 primer? I haven't used that specific primer. So I don't know what kind of, is it a 2K primer? Is it a filler primer? Is it a primer sealer? It's probably okay. I mean, a lot of the products out there are pretty good, except for clear coats. Some of the clear coats out there, the cheaper versions like Advantage or some cheap clears, I just like to stay away from because, it's your final finish. If you use a good clear coat, you're going to have a great finish on top of it. If you have to, you can cut and buff it and you're good. I don't like to save or go cheap on clear coat. That's my thing. Base coats, sometimes I will use the cheap stuff, and that's perfectly fine. I use the Shop line. I use Omni for the cheap stuff. So Jake says, do you put epoxy, then Bondo, then 2K filler, or Bondo over bare metal? So you could go Bondo over bare metal, get it flat, then you can epoxy it. You could do it that way. And then if you have to, if you're checking it, if you're blocking it and you're checking it and you discover another low spot, you could just sand those areas with 80 grit and then just lay filler on top of it. So you could do it either way. You could lay, if you have a lot of metal area and you're doing a lot of metal work and you're putting filler on a lot of metal, then I would say go over metal, right? And then you put your primer on top of it. Then if you have to put filler on top of epoxy, you can. Just make sure you sand it down with like about an 80 grit, get it nice and scuffed. Then you could put filler on top of that, block it, get it flat, and then you can also lay your 2K primer filler on top of that with your epoxy sanded, right? Everything has to be sanded, ready for primer on top of it. So I hope that makes sense. I want to learn your online business and how to make money. Okay, so if you are on my VIP list, I'm going to be inviting the next group of people onto that. We actually had a nice group of people join me last month on my coaching program, teaching people how to build online businesses. That's another thing. I don't want to get deep into that here. But if you're on my newsletter, Eliezer, I will email you guys an invite so you can actually get invited if you want to. Okay, so let's get down to so if you're not an email subscriber, just go to learnautobodyandpaint.com, become a subscriber on the newsletter, the email list, okay? Have you ever used Tamco Clear Coat or Wet Wet? I have not. Actually, I was getting close to team up with Wet Wet, but things fell through. We just lost connection. I was living in Mexico at the time. This was like 2 years ago. And I don't know. He said he was going to call me back, and it just never fell through. Tamco, I have a VIP member, Ronnie, in here, was telling me he was going to hook me up with the lady in there. It never happened. So, I don't know. I'm a busy guy. If people want to come up with me and partner, I'm open for ideas. So, it is what it is. I mean, I could probably bring a lot of business toward Tamco's way, but if they don't want it, then that's fine, Either way, some people sandwich the filler between 2 layers of epoxy. Okay, so 67 Dodge. What's your name, 67 Dodge? I know you, but your name is not there. What is a good clear coat for the money Sada Mike paint says? Brad. Are you Brad? Are you Brad Barth? Brad Barth, right? Bradley, is that you? Maybe not. Okay. I knew your screen name looked familiar. Guys, don't mind me because there's so many people, so many names that I kind of remember and forget because of there's so many subscribers. I talk to so many of you guys. What's up, John St. Louis? Okay, so can you put pearl over a car that's already clear coated, or do you need to sand it first? Absolutely, you need to sand it down. So what I would do is wet sand the car with around 800 grit to 1,000 grit. Make sure you mix pearl directly in the clear coat if you're sure that you're not going to run it, and put a very little bit of pearl in it, maybe in 3 quarts of mixed clear coat, you only want to put 2 or 3 tablespoonfuls. Okay, that's really pretty much it. You could measure it out if you want to. If you're a newbie and you're spraying pearls or flake, I would actually use an intercoat. So DBC 500 is a clear base coat. You just mix it up like base coat, 1-to-1 with reducer, and then you could put your pearl in it, and you could just spray it on like a base coat. This way you don't have to worry about running, and you could just, it gives you more flexibility. So if you're a total newbie, I would actually recommend using a intercoat, which is like a clear base coat. And a lot of times, guys, I won't use fancy terms here, because if I use fancy terms here, a lot of you guys don't know what I'm talking about. So that's a reason why I don't say things like, drop coat it, because people are like, what the hell is a drop coat? So I just like to kind of break into the definition of drop coating, which is dusting it, holding back, pulling back your spray gun, widening, opening your fan up, turning up the PSI a little bit and crisscrossing it. That's dusting. Basically, you're drop coating the area, your paint to blend or to put a tack coat when clear coating. All right, so that's the reason why a lot of times when I talk, I like to kind of break it down. I don't like to get into super technical because people don't know. A lot of you guys watching my channel are newbies. You're getting into this, so that's that. Sorry, I got so many texts coming up here. So Bradley, why don't you tell Tammy to give me a call to see if we can work something out, or email me? Give her my email. Tell her to email me. Ronnie was trying to work things out, and I don't know. I've never talked to her. I think I would be open for business with her. We could work on something, maybe get some specials for subscribers or whatever. I don't know, But if you ever talk with her, let her know. Hey, what's up? What's up, Kent Genesis? So if you don't have a lot of metal, then epoxy isn't needed. No, if you don't have a lot of metal, you don't have to go wasting your money on epoxy. You could just use a 2K filler primer and go over the metal. All right, little areas, it's not a huge deal. If you're doing like a complete metal fender or classic restoration, you got half the car metal or the whole hood or the whole trunk metal, then you would want to put an epoxy on it to protect it from corrosion, right? Yeah, you can have her Facebook me, and we'll see what happens. All right. So before we get, so let's do something. Let's do something fun really quickly. So we got VIPs on the line, right? How many VIPs on the line? If you're a VIP, type in VIP really quickly. If we got enough VIPs here, we'll do a giveaway right now quick. And then we'll do a little bit more Q&A for another 10 minutes or so, and we will call it a night tonight. Great stuff. I'm a first-time sprayer, and my 66 bug looks great. Might not even cut and buff it out, so that's awesome. All right, Hank. What's up, Hank? VIP. Okay, so it looks like we have enough VIPs in here. Okay, so we're going to be doing kind of like an ASE question. ASE. Oh, guys, VIP guys, guess what I'm building out? I'm going to be building out a set of an auto body multiple choice LABAP ASE test. Like LABAP auto body test, which you guys are going to be able to study. And if you pass like this, I'm thinking 30 questions or so, maybe 40 questions. We're going to give you guys a certificate, an LABAP. What do you think? I thought that would be pretty cool. If you think that's cool, let me know, comment below. I thought it was a great idea. I actually wanted to do this a few years ago, but I just didn't have the time. Now I'm thinking maybe let's just do it. All right. Okay. So here is the question. Here's the question, guys. First one who answers correctly on my screen, okay, because there's a lag, you might show up number 1 on your screen, all right? But we're talking about my screen here, and I'm not going to lie and cheat and say Jake won over John. I'm not going to – whoever's the first one, that's who I'm going to pick. There's no reason for me to be biased on anybody here, all right? First one who answers in the proximity of the correct answer or closest to it, you know, what I'm looking for, wins the free prize. And we're going to be giving away a free bag of Pearl or Flake from Zula.com. It is a $25 value. You can actually go to the Pearl and Flake section right there and then pick out your Pearl or Flake and let us open up a support ticket. Let them know what you want, and we will mail it out to you absolutely free with shipping and everything and handling. It's probably like a $35, easy $35 value right over here. All right, guys? So here is the question. Get ready. Get your fingers on. Are you guys ready? Have your fingers on the computer or on your mobile phone. Okay. Dirt Nibs, and I wrote this question, by the way. Dirt Nibs, I'm trying to write questions kind of like ASE style, are being sanded from a base coat before applying clear coat. All right, so you just sprayed the base coat. You notice you have a little bit of imperfection, some dust or a fly went in it or something or whatever, okay? And there's a problem. Painter A says that the clear coat may be directly applied right over the sanded base coat. Painter B says that applying another base coat will help prevent sand scratches from appearing. Who's right? So basically, you sprayed your base coat, right? Something went wrong. You sanded it. Do you clear right over it, or do you put some base on it and then clear it? Oh, wow. It looks like okay, well, the answer is B. The answer is Painter B. You guys, a lot of people got it right. But from my screen here, it looks like Bradley Barth was the first one who basically said rebase the area first. So, and then the next dude was John B. So anyway, Bradley, thank you guys for participating. We're going to do another one next week. We'll do another one next week. You guys are going to have plenty of chances to win, so don't feel bummed out, all right? Don't feel bummed out, guys. Bradley Barth, contact support and say, hey, I won the Pearl or Flake tonight on Tony's YouTube. Please send me whatever. Just go to Zula.com here. Pick out whatever color you want, and we'll hook you up because you are a proud VIP member. Congratulations, Mr. Bradley Barth, old school VIP. You're probably, dude, you've been around since the beginning of VIP. I think, Brad, you've been around since like 2010, right? Or 11, in that area. Long time. Congrats. All right. So don't forget to hit the like button quick. We will do maybe 2 or 3 more quick Q&As here. And I'm going to have to be VIP so I can collect all these. We'll do a couple of Q&A. If you guys have some quick Q&A, we'll do that really quickly, and then we will head out for tonight. I have to meet up with my team online. We're working on a few other projects and get some other things going tonight. But anyway, do we have any other quick questions on specific projects anybody's working on? You got a quick question on something? Let me know. If not, we can just another 5 minutes. Let's see. So like I said, this weekend, if you're thinking about your questions this weekend, we're going to be doing these fenders here. I got probably going to do a door and 2 fenders. And I definitely have to bang out this motorcycle tank before I leave. This is going to be rebased, regraphicked, and clear coated. I didn't like the way the colors came out. I mean, I could probably salvage it somehow, but we'll see. We'll see what I want to do with it. All right. So let's do some quick Q&A. Can you paint over a hood that has black coating? You mean black paint? What do you mean black coating? Jake Roth says, if there was a small hole in a quarter panel that was filled with Bondo, would you weld it up if possible or patch it with sheet metal or what? If you want to, yeah. If you want to, if this is a project or car that you're going to keep, Jake, right, and you want to do it right and you're grinding the area down, you got a hole, yeah, you could actually spot weld a piece of metal in there if you want, or you could even epoxy a piece of metal in there if you want, and then just filler over it. So it's up to you. If it's a job that you're just going to be painting quickly and getting it out the door, I would say don't even worry about it. Just finish the outside, re-bondo it if you have to, then flip it, sell the deal. I have an old lacquer paint job to strip, sand or stripper. That's actually your preference. You could also do media blasting. It's like a sand blasting, but plastic pellets. You could do that. I mean, there's many ways. It's really up to you what you want to do. Some people like stripper, but it's a lot of chemicals involved. And I've used stripper, and I've done sand. Sanding's dusty as well. It's really up to you. Will lava red pearl affect the hue of salsa red base coat? Again, it depends on how much you put, Glenn. If you put a lot of it, yeah, any pearl will affect any color. If you put a touch of it, like a tablespoon in 3 quarts of clear coat, then it's just going to give it a little tint when the sun hits it. So it really depends on how much pearl or flake you put in. It's not, will it change the color? Because of course it'll change the color if you overdo it. Hopefully that makes sense. Hey man, thanks for all the info. Very helpful. DIY guy, awesome. No black coating that comes with the new hood. Yeah, so that's basically your e-coat. That's your e-coat primer. I've painted directly over that, but it's better if you want to get a really good job, it's better to put a 2K primer over it. So what I would do is get a DA quick, hit it down with like a 320 grit, sand it all down, put 2 or 3 coats of 2K primer, flatten that out, get it ready for paint, and you could paint it. That's what I would do. But you can paint over that. I've painted over e-coat, sanded e-coat many times, and I've even painted white over it, black. If you're going to be painting different colors like greens or yellows and stuff, you may want to prime it anyway. All right? So you can paint over it. Yes, you could do it. But if you're doing if you want to do like a pro job, then I would recommend giving it a quick coat of primer and then painting it. Let's paint the Lambo pink, new project. Hey, Tony, got you here in Canada. Awesome, 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 Andy. Hey, Andy, I remember you. VIP Kalamazoo, joining late. I like the clock emoji there. That's pretty cool. Right back at you. What would you use as an undercoating for a Fender 66 Bug? Bondo has an undercoating brand. It's okay. What was the other brand? Evercoat has an undercoating brand that's really good, and it comes in a rattle can. Really good stuff. But if you want to go heavy duty and use a heavy duty undercoating, I would check out Raptor Liner. I mean, this stuff is pretty good. I did some of the undercoating of my wheel wells on the mini truck with this stuff. It comes out really well, and that's more like a sound detonator too. It'll reduce the sound if you're trying to reduce sound coming in your car. That'll actually help with that as well. I don't have any of my aerosol can undercoating. I used it all on the Miata a few months ago. No, you don't have to sand the E-coat. Just scuff it. Scuff it with like a 320 grit and prime it. Scuff it and prime it, and you're all good. Okay, so John says, pearl on the rally stripe only. Should I intercoat the pearl? Should I intercoat the pearl, the spray, the whole thing in clear? Stripe only. I would intercoat it. If you're a newbie, put some pearl in intercoat. I mean, you're doing a small stripe, right? Or stripes on the car. It's not a big deal. I would do that if I were you. If you're comfortable with putting pearl in your clear coat and you're confident that you're not going to run it, then you could do the clear coat route. All right, but make sure that on your last coat, I would actually put just regular clear on top of it. So if you're gonna remove your masking paper, right? If you're gonna let that drop coat, not the drop coat, but the pearl coat dry, you could actually sand the edges down. And I would use like 1,000 grit to basically rub off that edge, and then you can lay 2 to 3 coats of heavy clear on it to flow it out, and then you can color sand and buff that with 1,500 grit to 2,500 grit to get it nice and flat. Ever use Pour 15? Yeah, I've used it, and that's pretty much, it's this stuff. They make the same stuff. Raptor Liner is like a Pour 15 product. Tony, I have a car that I just painted with acrylic enamel and it won't dry. Did you add enough hardener in it? That's the only thing that would be the issue, is not adding enough hardener. You might have to let it sit for, it might end up taking a lot longer to dry. You may need to let it sit for weeks, a week or 2 weeks or 3 weeks, and keep checking it. If it's really tacky and doesn't dry after 2 weeks, you're gonna have to wash the car down with a reducer or thinner. And my dad's done that before back in the day. So I think he was mixing paint one day and he forgot to put the hardener in it. I think I might have done that. I don't think I did that. I don't think I did that bad. But maybe put not enough hardener than I should. But my dad was mixing paint. This is like 30, 40 years ago, whatever. He mixed it up, put the reducer in, forgot to put the hardener in the car. He had to wash the whole car down with thinner to wash off the paint and redo it. It was bad. It happens to the most of us. And that's the funny thing. My dad never drank. My dad never drank or smoked. So anyway, let's call it a night, guys. Congratulations to the 2 Atom spray gun winners, you VIP guys. Congratulations to Mr. 67 Bradley Barth over here. Is it a 67 or what is your, yeah, 67 Dodge. All right, guys, and I'll be on next week. Hope everybody had a great 4th of July. I had a barbecue with my family here in Texas, and it was cool. Hot, but cool. Hot and cool. And hope you guys have a great weekend. Be sure to jump on next week. Like I said, guys, I'm going to be putting more videos on YouTube. I actually have a lot of content that I just haven't edited yet and put on YouTube. So we're going to have more YouTube videos coming up, and we're also going to have more videos going into VIP with a lot of this stuff. Kent, good night. Later, you are on the VIP list for the Tony Ritchie Inner Circle. So I put you there. All right. That's usually we'll talk about that later. Just follow the new content. We got new videos going out for my online membership site tomorrow. So you'll be getting info on that. So have a good night, everybody. Thanks for hopping on. I'll see you guys on next week, and stay on the lookout for some new videos and new stuff. All right. And I'll also probably be streaming from Japan once I get to Japan. We will be, yeah, you too, Jake. Be doing some YouTube streaming from Japan as well. Peace out, guys. Thanks for tuning in. I will see you later. Cheers out. Peace.